Welcome, my fabulous diamond painting fanatics. I'm Didi, and thanks for joining me for this drill with me. And first off, of course, my apologies that there wasn't a drill with me last week. I actually filmed one and it really was terrible. But I couldn't let you go without showing you me finishing up my fabulous fall elf. She is turning out gorgeous. I'm having a lot of issues with popping drills. So I think even though I only need to finish this little section here, which consists of 4 colors, of one I've already done, but then I need to place approximately 100, well, not 100, a lot, it's a lot, back on the rest of my canvas, because there are so many that fell off just while hanging over the edge of my easel. So yeah, popping drills are a little issue on this canvas, and the longer I sit and not work on it, the more I see popping. But I'm not worried I'm gonna run out of drills, even though some of might have fallen off, simply because for the 3 colors I still need to finish, I still have those unopened bags left. So that's quite a few just for this little section. And then you must see all the other unopened bags. So these are the unopened bags. I still have plenty of them in my containers. Look at that, that is just insane. It's about the amount of drills you would need for I think 20 by 20, something like that. It is insane. Look, I've got 3 bags of 310 left. My cup of 310s, let me pull that one to show you, is filled with at least 1.5 bags as well. So yeah, that's just insane. And you don't want to know how many drills I will find on the floor, on my table, because they're extremely jumpy, or I'm just shaky, one way or the other. They're just about everywhere. I even found some in my sink in the bathroom. Don't know how they got there, but just telling. And no, I'm not putting them in my hair or doing other funny stuff with them. But yeah, so I wanted to finish this little part, and I'm gonna try to talk with you all the way to the end. So let's see, I need to do 415, yes. So the 415. These are the drills that were in my container. It has 3 extra bags. Guys, this is insane. This is honestly insane how many I've got left. So yeah, I pulled out the bags because they're only, I don't want to go looking in my big bag when I'm filming. So I pulled out these. Normally they'll be in my bag without me separating them in advance. So yeah, there's been quite some things that happened in the last 2 weeks. First of all, I got my first nasty comment / troll. And at first I was kinda happy, because when you get a troll, it kinda matter. Well, so that's how it works in my mind. Someone's actually taking the time to be nasty at you. Well, that's nice. She actually even disliked all of my videos. Yeah, so that's Not good for the rating, but well. So I just had fun with it, and I wrote a very polite response to her comment. And then I found out she actually is a YouTuber. And then I was so baffled. How in the world could you, as just another YouTuber, be like that? Be so... Yeah, it just didn't make any sense in my mind. It's just insane. I think most of us support each other's work. We all put quite a lot of time in our channel. And you don't have to like everything everyone does. You don't have to agree with them on every occasion. But I think we should all stick together and support each other, because yeah, we do what we love to do. And you could give someone some advice about how you think they might need to edit, do something, just a friendly reminder or tip on how to improve your work. And that's how it should be. We are all creators. We all spend time and energy in our channel in responding to the comments that were posted on our videos. And yeah, actually it just baffled me that another creator could actually just be so blunt and strange. It was actually quite a strange comment she gave me. So yeah, it baffled me quite a bit. And I wasn't upset. I was proud I got someone proud. It sounds silly, right? But yeah, I was kind of proud that someone actually took the time to be upset with something I did or said. I blocked her just because I didn't want all my ratings to go down, just because she's disliking everything I'm doing. And I know not all of you might like my my videos on the resin pieces, but well, you don't have to watch them if you don't like them. Just skip them. I like doing resin pieces. I like filming it, and it's something I can be completely creative with. I can imagine and think of things, how I want to do things, how I want to make a new charm, how I want things to look. And even though I love diamond painting, you're kind of restricted to the pattern you're following. And that's with the resin pieces, I can really let my creativity go and see where it takes me. So yeah, some people might not like them, or just following me for the diamond painting part. But hell yeah, I like doing it, and if you don't like watching it, I honestly don't care. But yeah, so it was just strange. So I was a bit baffled by that, and then I had to do some night shifts. And I had to do 3, so 1 regular one and 2 12-hour ones. And after the first 12-hour one, I think there were corpses in the morgue that looked better than me. I think that's the best description of how I was looking and feeling. I honestly couldn't think anymore. I was so tired. And then to my surprise, the next day I had to do another 12-hour shift, and I didn't have a lot of sleep, but I had enough, and I had some good sleep, good quality sleep. So I actually I've been busy the entire night. I worked non-stop for 12 hours, just get my sandwich somewhere in between, just shoved it in, and while typing actually. But somehow it kept me awake, it kept me going, and honestly, you guys know I don't really like my current job a lot. It's just not my cup of tea. It's sometimes too slow. I like working in the art because you never know what you're gonna do the entire day. So yeah, it was extreme. I was so happy. My boss, I had a lot of vacation time left, and so he sat with me and he looked at my schedule, and because my department made a little error and got too many people to work in our department during that month, almost all my shifts were with another doctor, and we usually do our shifts just by ourselves. So he was able to scratch all of them, and he basically told me, well, you don't have to work for the rest of your contract till, because yeah, you've got all these hours left. And yeah, I was like, but then I can't get to say goodbye to my colleagues, to my friends I made during that year. We have this tradition: when you perform a new procedure by yourself, you do need to bring treats for the rest of your colleagues. So yeah, we all, I needed to do that. I needed to say goodbye to some people. So I was like, yeah, but. So instead of working 3 day shifts last week, I actually only needed to do 1 at my request. And then I saw that he also wanted to scratch my weekend and night shifts in February, and those were just done by me, and that would have meant that my colleagues would have to step in and get me get those shifts filled. And mind you, it was the end of January by the time he figured out that I was able to get off all these days. And I just said that I was not gonna give my colleagues extra work, because yeah, it's just not the proper way to do it. I think we all work more than enough, so I'll actually only have to work 1 weekend shift and 4 nights in February, and the rest of the month I've got vacation time. So I've been cleaning, I've been getting stuff done that needed to be done quite a while ago, and somewhere in between, my last drill with me kind of got in the way. I hadn't drilled a lot in almost a week. Just I'd been working on my charms, and yeah, so I wasn't really into drilling, and got a bit of a hard time getting started. And then I actually didn't have that much to tell you guys, so I filmed it and during filming I was like, what the F am I doing? Sorry if there are little children, I'm very sorry. I'm trying to keep my language appropriate, but I'm not always that nice. So yeah, it was just, it didn't really do anything, didn't really tell that much. So I actually scratched that. Yep. And you might remember from a long time ago, I said, well, I do at least the unboxings every Monday, and I'll see if I can fit in the drill with me, because these videos do take a long time to do. You need to film for approximately an hour, or how long, whatever long the video is. You need to get it edited, you need to get it uploaded, and yeah, these drill with me is because I want to do them on a weekly basis. They take a lot of time, so these were the ones that I really, they're just extras. So yeah, I skipped it, but I can tell you what I did before I decided to skip it, because I had my very first pop quiz experience, and I found out that I actually know quite a lot of useless information. But that was fun. The funny part was that there was only one medical question, and I got that one wrong. Yes, I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. We did win a lot of we got a lot of questions right. We were an all-women's team, and the first task was picking out flavors of tea from pictures of the plant. And yeah, we went extremely fast through that one. And there was actually quite a nice question, and I'm wondering whether or not you guys can figure it out. So I'm not going to tell you the answer, just leave it in the comment section below. There's no prize to win, only eternal glory. But here comes the question, so get ready to answer it. Which Italian pasta do you find when you place a famous French sweet with an I? So put an I in the end of a famous French sweet and you'll find an Italian pasta. Yeah? Alright, let me know in the comment section below if you can figure that one out. We had a lot of fun doing it. I found out I'm not that good in music. Honest to God, I hardly knew any of those questions. Even though I do not really watch TV a lot, I did know I did know quite a lot of these questions. The sports questions, they went quite all right. But yeah, so we had a lot of fun. We had some good wine, some good laughs. So that was actually quite nice, getting into the groove of bonding with my friend and her housemates. And after I finished my night shifts, I had my workout planned with my trainer on Monday evening, due to the fact that, well, the rest of the week I had to work day shifts, and we all knew that wasn't gonna work. But then again, on Sunday evening, I found out I was gonna be off on Thursday and Friday. So I actually contacted my trainer with the question whether or not we could change the time and date of our workout session, because even though I was quite awake and it was going quite well, I'm just not on my best on those days. So instead of working out, I ended up on the couch watching Zoo on Netflix. I don't know if you know the series Zoo. It is about, it's an apocalyptic kind of series, and it's about the animals figuring out that we as humans aren't the top predators, that actually because of their numbers and their fangs and all that kind of stuff, they could easily attack us. And somehow the animals evolved into knowing that we as humans aren't the top predator, and they start attacking and coordinating attacks to bring down mankind. And I absolutely love that series. I've watched the first and second season before, and I found out the third season was on Netflix, but it had been a while since I watched them, so I started up in the first episode and started watching. So yes, I actually watched some TV slash series on Netflix. It's alright. And then by a funny coincidence, I found a new YouTube channel and I'm hooked. And it isn't purely diamond painting, it is Nerdy Crafter. And she does all kinds of reviews on craft kits. She tries out different crafts, and she does it on a very fun, enthusiastic way. And yeah, I've been binge watching her videos. So I actually hardly watched any of the videos I usually would watch this week. So that's what I've been up to. Then on Tuesday I filmed one unboxing, a couple of resin videos. I still have one unboxing to film of the piece I got from the Sophie Beauty official store, which I got for the 1 cent as a thank you for doing my other videos on this company. And yes, I do not like their popping drills. It's just a couple of colors that really have issues. But I do love their insane amounts of extra drills. That's just, yeah, still a loss for words on that part. So I'll be doing that unboxing today. I actually haven't even edited a video. I still have so many to edit. Oh. Just the mere ideas giving me the creeps at the moment. But yeah. So we had a goodbye dinner planned for one of my colleagues who left at the end of the last year. And my colleagues were, yeah, but then we need to plan something for you as well. I was like, well, we could just do it together. I'm fine with that. So on Thursday we had a little double goodbye dinner thingy. And my colleagues gave me my present. And they gave me some very nice happy socks. And if you guys are wondering why would you get socks? Well, we're not supposed to have nail polish on. We're not supposed to have too much makeup on. We should always look representable, which means white trousers, white coat, and even the shoes I'm wearing are white. And white isn't my color. But yeah, so you kind of blend in with the masses, and the only part of you that really shows are your socks. So I always wear funny, colorful socks just to show a piece of me. So I got happy socks and I'm extremely glad I got those. And then I did some workout on Friday, which for the first time in weeks was actually going good. I've been on the vitamin D supplements for 3 weeks now, so I had 3 of the large doses, and I actually decided that next to the large doses I'm gonna take on a weekly base, I was gonna take a daily dose on the other days of the week. And the daily dose is actually double of what I should need, but just to get a little bit extra going. All the things that my body can't store will just go down the toilet. So, but I'm actually feeling more energetic. I feel like I'm not that tired all the time. Having a busy day with lots of things to do will make me get tired fast, but my energy span is actually growing. So I was so happy I could do my workout on Friday, even though I was spent afterwards. I could hardly walk, so tired I was, but yeah, I had to walk because I had to plan my holiday in Scotland with my friends. So we've been picking out places we want to go. Since we're both huge Harry Potter fans, we are actually gonna ride the track the Hogwarts Express takes. It is an actual railroad in Scotland. It's the Jacobite train. and we're gonna take that one, and we're gonna do some other things. So we're gonna visit the lake in which the island is, on which Dumbledore's tomb is placed. Yes, we're not nerds. Absolutely not. I am, but I like it. Proud of being a nerd. So yeah, we actually started planning things, and it was good because we need to pick up some tickets for a festival in the place I live in. And you guys all know Brazilian Carnival. In the Netherlands we celebrate it as well, a bit different. We dress up strange. It is, most of the time it is in winter, and in the town I live in we get a little extra of that in advance. So you'll have to visit multiple pubs and establishments, get a stamp, and meanwhile party all you like. And it is extremely fun. It is less crowded than regular carnival, and yeah, it's, for me it's the highlight of the year. But you can only get your tickets one evening, and yeah, we were going there. The sale would start at 7, so we were there 7:30, 7:40, sorry, 6:30, 6:40. So we were actually quite a while in advance, and I kid you not, there was a 200-meter line composed of 4 or 5 people standing next to each other. It was insane, and it was cold and foggy and ugh. So yeah, so we had good hopes that we might actually get a ticket. And I think, honestly, I think it's a longer line than 200 meters, but it was just insane. So last year all the tickets were sold out in 3 hours. So we were like, yeah, well, we still have some time left. And I kid you not, the moment we touch the gates they place to guide everyone where they need to go, they told me everything was sold out. It was sold out in under 2 hours. And since we were there a half hour before, we had been standing in line for 2 hours in the fog, in the wind, in the cold. I didn't feel my feet. I was cranky. Yes, I admit it, I was extremely cranky because I was cold, I couldn't feel my feet, and I didn't get the tickets. So yeah, we're still not sure what we're gonna do. We might try to go and visit some other pubs. All pubs are open, but not all pubs are a part of the actual what's the word, sorry, I'm at the loss for the word. Part of the actual thingy, sorry, I just can't find the word today. So some you might be able to get in without your ticket. Because trust me, it is one of the highlights. And since I'm still single, it might be a good way to meet some new people. But yeah, we will see, we will see. Of course, you'll get the entire information slash update slash everything. If we decide to go, I will get you all the secrets and details, and yeah. But we're still not sure what we're gonna do. So I was kind of bummed about that, and I was so bummed that I actually started diamond painting for the second time in a week, and that's extremely odd for me. Normally I diamond paint just about every day for a couple of hours, even when I'm working. And I hadn't diamond painted in quite a while, so that wasn't usual for me. And I started making some real nice progress on my elf, because you all know I don't really like square paintings. I just love the rounds, and I can't wait to start working on my next piece, which is gonna be the clocks from the Thunderdeel store. But yeah, I'll have to get everything set up for that one. But this piece has been taking me quite a while, with work being busy. Last month I was short on hours. Here comes the irony, guys. So I was short on hours, so I asked my colleague to give me some extra shifts, so I was able to get my hour scale up to normal, so it wasn't in the in debt to the hospital. So I worked approximately 40 hours more in a month, which is more than a week's worth of work extra. So yeah, I've been kind of busy. But all right, it needs to be done. And then I found out that actually I still have, with all the shifts that I scratched for the entire month of February, I now actually still have approximately 30 hours left of vacation time that I simply can't get out of my schedule. So I did all the extra work for nothing. So we'll see how that gets settled. But yeah, that's why this piece has been taking me so long. So long, and I know I'm gonna finish it today. But yeah. So last Saturday, my grandma turned 88 this week, so we had to celebrate her birthday on Saturday. And 88 is quite a nice age, and her birthday present, she told me, I called her on the day of her birthday, and she told me she got the best birthday present ever. My grandma still lives at home, at her own place, and she gets nurses every morning to help her get out of bed, give her some help with taking a shower and stuff like that. And my grandma used to go in the bathtub once a week at least, or once or twice a week. She would take a bath, and she loved that bath. I must say, I loved that bathtub as well. Growing up, my parents only had a shower, so when we visited our grandparents, we all would soak in the bathtub. But it was fun. And so my grandma, I called her and she was like, yeah, I got the best birthday present ever. So what did my mom and my aunt do? They actually called a couple of the nurses that usually help my grandma get up in the morning. One of them had a day off, and they asked if they would help get my grandma in the tub in the morning and let her soak for a couple hours, and then they would get her out. And my grandma, actually, she loved it. It was the best birthday present ever, and my mom was there as well, just to help out if needed, because my grandma is 88, but she's after breaking her hip, after having some knee surgery, back surgery, all kinds of surgery, she isn't quite stable on her feet, and getting out of the bathtub might be a bit slippery. So there actually was a little chance of her falling over, and that's why the nurses normally don't give her a bath but just shower her. And she can sit under the shower. We made her entire bathroom to be like in a nursing home, so she can sit. Everything's there just to get her the best care she needs. But my mom told me, well, when she was in the bathtub, it looked like she was only 50 again. She had a smile that filled up the entire bathroom, or bathtub, it's the better word. And she was so happy, and it actually went quite well. So they and the nurse actually asked my family, well, if she likes it so much, would it be okay for us to sometimes call you if we can come in early, that you'll be there in the house, and my grandma can take a bath, and then we'll come back and get her out, and then we'll just have the extra help from you guys to get her out safely. And of course everyone said yes. So my grandma couldn't be happier that she might actually have a bath once a month now. But it's just, it was so fun to hear her talk on the phone, so excited that with something so little, something that's so normal for most of us. If we want to take a bath, we just fill up a tub and go sit in it, and knowing that my grandma can't get out, knowing that she tried a couple of times in the past without nurses there, and she actually had to crawl out and over the edge of the tub to get out, just because she really wanted to take that bath, and now she can do it safely. I think that's the best present anyone could have given my grandma. So yeah, the flowers I gave her, yeah, they weren't that important, but for my grandma it's the most important part, that we are there. So they they were nice, and she liked that we were there. And we've been just chatting. I saw my cousin. I hardly ever see him. I actually saw my cousin who lives in the States. Because they FaceTimed. My grandma still doesn't understand how the phone works, an iPhone, but she's 88, so she's forgiven. So yeah, she really had a good time. We had some, we always eat at my grandma's, and my grandma loves her fries, French fries. And when she was younger and more mobile, she would go get them herself, but now she can't get there. So she now, if you want to make my grandma happy, you'll just need to call her and say, "Grandma, do you want some fries?" And then just take the order, drive past the store or restaurant on your way into grandma's, and then you'll eat fries with her, and she's a happy person. So we had fries. We had some fun, and I went home quite early, but at 8:30 in the evening my grandma is exhausted. It's getting a bit much for her sometimes, and so she's there to just get extremely the nurses get in and help her into bed, and well, she had a fun day, so that's the most important part, and we were all there. And I actually did some spy work on Sunday. Yes, I did some spy work on Sunday. You guys know that I want to sell my charms in the near future. And we've actually found out that there is a little, it's what they call the swamp market in the Netherlands. Small businesses, resellers, crafty people, they can rent a little bench and you can sell your things there. And me and my friend has been talking about doing that together, renting ourselves a little stand and just see how it goes. So I really want to go and see how people display their jewelry, how people price things, get some advice on which size of stand we need to pick, and yeah, we get to talk to a lot of fun people. And we were at the same market half a year ago, and I found some awesome socks. Yes, again with the socks. And I know I already got 4 new pairs of socks. But on that market they sell a brand it's very hard to find in stores, and they have all kinds of fun stuff on their socks. So I actually got a royal blue one with soft ice, so the white tufts of ice on top of it, and I've got some darker blue ones with popsicles and lollipops. So the popsicle ice creams and lollipops on there. So I was very happy about that. And then we ran into someone who sells extremely great tea, and I had seen her before. So each time I see her little stand, I always get a lot of tea. And when I say I mean a lot of tea. And she has this great oolong tea, which I'm already hooked on. Only had 2 cups, but it is so good. It is so good. And I got 2 other flavors as well. So I'll be set for tea for the rest of the year probably. And not taking into account that I already have quite a large stash of tea. Yes, trying to slow down on me drinking coffee, since too much coffee and caffeine can give you palpitations, and since I suffer from them, I don't really think it's a good idea to do that. So yeah, trying to cut down on my coffee intake, which is actually going quite well. I haven't had that many palpitations lately. Most importantly, I haven't gone the one where I really go at light speed. Trust me, heart rates of 150 and up, well, just sitting aren't fun. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out things that might give me some reprieve of palpitations, but it seems to be going well, so that's another good thing. My health is actually getting better. Yeah. What else was there? Well, there was this guy, he makes extremely funny cards. With just text on them, and they're so sarcastic, they're a bit naughty. I love them. So last time I bought 6 of those cards. This time I bought another 6. Sorry for that. So yeah, I've got a lot of those. I've got 2 of my friends are pregnant. Well, 3 actually. I'm so happy for the last one. Oh my, she's been having some difficulties. And she's honestly, she's I really hoped that it would work. She needed some guidance from the OBGYN, and it wasn't working. All the treatments were working, and now she's pregnant. So I'm so happy for her. But I don't know whether or not she's gonna have a boy or a girl yet. But the other 2 are both getting boys. And I already bought a card for a little boy, baby boy, on the other crafters markets in December. And now I found another cute one for a boy, so of course I had to buy that one. Then there were some artisanal bakery thingies, cheese makers, people who sell sausages, and then I mean the good kind of hard sausages with so yeah, of course I had to take some of that home. What did I buy? What else? Oh, I saw someone who makes wooden frames, phone cases, and they are awesome. They're a bit expensive, but they are extremely nice, and he does ship them by mail. So I actually might just order one online. Because it has to be custom made for my phone. So yeah, I might, I have his card, and I might order that one. And it wasn't, there weren't a lot of people who sold handmade stuff. Most of them were just resellers, or people who sold specialist kind of food. I'm okay with that, but then I found someone who did resin charms, and only with real flowers in them. And they were nice, they were absolutely nice, but yes, I'm finally done with my first color. Moving on to the second one, I still need to do. So yeah, but she sold her necklaces, so not just the pendant, but also she makes them with a nice chain on them. So I might need to figure out how to do that. But she sold those necklaces for 20 euros. 20 euros for a necklace. And here I thought that the pricing for my larger pieces should be around, well, let's see, 5 euros, something like that. Supplies cost me approximately €1, so I would make 4 euros of profit on my piece. Well, seeing her sell, first of all, she has a ginormous amount of charms, so I really need to start working quicker and do more charms than I'm doing at the moment. But she sold them for 20 euros, so I'm thinking that I might do 10. I thought 20 was a bit too much. And she didn't have open framed pendants, only the closed bezels. So yeah, I'm really trying to I got a feel for what's happening, and I honestly think that we're not gonna sell a thing, because in the next one is gonna be in August, and well, all these people are quite professional, and we're just a bit enthusiastic hobbyers, and a hobby kind of went out of control. Hobbies out of control? Me? Never. But yeah, so we'll actually have to I'll have to step up my game, and we'll see. I actually did take some of my charms to show to my friends and get some feedback on them, what they liked, what they didn't like. It turns out they really like the open bezels a lot. Most of the bezels I do with the with the backings in them, they have those swirly bits on the sides. It's been quite hard to find oval shaped ones without. I did order a couple of round ones just to do that and see how that goes. I actually I filmed one charm video last week, and yes, I'm gonna upload it even though it was a failed experiment. I was trying to make a color changing pendant with it changes color when heat is applied. Well, it doesn't really change color, not at all. It did, but you need to really, you can't rub it enough to get the color you need. So I do realize what I did wrong, so that's a good thing. And now I'll need to redo it. I ordered some other pigments that might do the color changing thing. The pendant that did turn out quite nicely. 30, 40, 41. So that one goes to the side as well. So I only needed to open one extra bag. So I have more that I'm not gonna need. And since this one is besides filled with a lot of trash, doesn't really have that many drills in it, I will open up another one. Just one. I think that will be enough to get this part done. So yes, on to the last color of this Fabulous Elf. And you'll have to wait for the review, for the post review. But it's getting there. We're getting there. So yeah, I'll need to step up my game, and I will post my blooper, my failed experiment on YouTube. I think it is well, not all crafts work out, and I think it's good to show. And since I had a lot of bloopers last week, it did fit my week. I actually, when I work out, my trainer sometimes films me, posts me on Instagram. And so I needed to do something and needed to lift something above my head. And I first did it with a 15 kilo bar. And well, that wasn't really going. My shoulders were blocking me, so I couldn't do the entire movement correctly. So he actually switched me to just a regular stick, like a broomstick. Not being entirely awake, I prepared myself for lifting that broomstick over my head. Not realizing that, of course, the broomstick isn't gonna weigh 15 kilos. No, if it was 2, would be much. So I prepared myself, did the proper way to get it over my head, almost flew all the way through the gym. It looked insane. I just used all my power to get this 2 kilo thing over my head. So yeah, he was almost rolling over the floor laughing at me. And I must say, it must have looked extremely stupid. I admit. So he was like, oh, why didn't I film that one? I said, well, if we continue like this, there will be more bloopers. So yeah, I needed to do box jumps. And I was so tired that just bending my knees was a challenge. I wasn't really sure whether or not my legs were gonna hold me well while I was bending my knees. Yes, it was that bad. I couldn't move at all. I was so tired, but never gave up. So I needed to do box jumps. And of course he's filming, and he actually found a piece without a blooper to post on Instagram, so I was quite happy about that. But on that post you can see my face be like, are you kidding me? I can't move. I'm so tired. It just, my face just tells you this is insane. I'm not gonna do it, and I keep moving, so quite proud of that. But yeah, so I need to prepare myself to jump. He says, well, I'm gonna film this one. So I jump, and when I'm tired, my technique goes southwards. It's just, it gets quite bad, and I'll sometimes mess up. Well, this time as well. So I prepared the jump, used all my force I get on the box, and having too much speed frontwards, I fly over the box. I do not fall, that's a good part, but I flew almost directly at the camera. So yeah, it was a nice blooper. So he did get his blooper. Lucky for me, he didn't post it online. But oh man. And then we did a little circuit of exercises, mostly legs. I thought, well, the last exercise was 20 push-ups. Normally that's all right, I'll be able to do it. Oh, I couldn't do 5. I could not move. And then you have this guy yelling at you because I was getting quite close to the time limit on this circuit, and he knows me. I want to finish. How fitting right now. I always want to finish this circuit in the time given to me. And I could not move, and he was yelling that I needed to move. Keep going, keep going. Alright, it worked, but I couldn't get up. I was so tired. Then it was like, are you tired now? I think I just about killed him with my eyes. Very proud of myself for completing it. But yeah, it was tiring. Oh, we're almost done, we're almost done. Only 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's give a little drum roll. Drum roll for the last drill, and we're done. It took me a little over an hour. I'm very happy she's done. I will now lay her flat, get her off my easel, get all the drills that popped back on the canvas, and I might actually seal it before I show it to you guys in the post review, but I'm not really sure because I have to do some cleaning and I need to film an unboxing. But first I'm gonna finish this one with the popping drills, roll it, get it ready, and I hope that you, just like me, finished a nice piece of your canvas, maybe even finished your project. I hope your work looks as good as mine. I would like to thank you for getting me through it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really looking forward for your answer. So again, the question was, which Italian pasta sort is found when you place an I at the end of a French sweet? Yeah, so leave me in the comment section below what your answer is. I will be kitting up my clock painting next, and I hope that with this hour-long video I made up for me missing a week of Drill With Me's. Yes, I'm sorry. I try to not let it happen again, but no promises, no promises. Life is important, so sometimes it goes first. And we'll see. Give me a like if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will be seeing you in my next video, which will be coming up next Friday. And if you don't want to miss a thing, if you want a sneak preview, sneak ideas, some extra whips and stuff, check out my Instagram @DutchDogDiamondPainting. I'm very happy you joined me for this lovely piece, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye bye!